Hi honeys, and welcome back to Challenge Hollie on Video Jug. Today I've been challenged to do my makeup whilst eating, and as you all know, this is going to be a big challenge because doing your makeup whilst eating is something that if you've got a busy schedule or you've got children, you're going to need to do. So there's some tips and tricks to doing this, and I'm going to show you with some of my little snacks today. So I'm going to start by applying my concealer. This is perfect for under eye dark circles because it's got a really beautiful light reflecting pigment in it. And I'm just going to apply this under my eye area just with this little brush like so. So we're just going to tap that on under and then just blend that. So this is perfect for covering up dark circles, under eye bags, and it's going to really reflect, so it really lifts and make you look more awake. And this is in the shade number 2, and it's by Benefit Cosmetics. It's called Erase Paste, so it literally erases any dark circles or discoloration out of the skin. So after you've applied that with the brush, you're then going to blend it out with your beauty blender. This is a sponge that blends out your makeup so it looks flawless and perfect, almost like skin. Basically what you need to do is just wet the sponge, squeeze out all the remaining water, and then it will puff up like so, and then you can just use it to bounce over the makeup, which is going to make it look flawless whilst eating your sushi. You definitely don't want to get confused, guys, and pick up your sponge with your chopsticks, so bear that in mind. Now we're going to go on to a little bit of powder. I'm going to be using my MAC Minimise Skinfinish, and this is in the neutral, so there's no shine to it, but it literally makes the skin look like skin rather than being too matte. I'm going to take a large fluffy brush, and we're just going to pop this just on the areas which tend to get a little bit shiny or greasy, which is on the forehead, around the nose, and a little bit on the chin. You can also set your under eye concealer with this as well. So this is going to stop any creasing, and it will just hold all day, so it's going to really set the makeup in. And you can also pop a little bit on top of your eyelids. This will help your eyeshadow to adhere and also helps with blending. Now we're going to add a little bit of blusher, and for this I'm going to be using my Bobbie brown, and this is in the colour Coral. So it's got a beautiful shimmer that just makes the cheeks look really peachy, and I'm just going to be using this crown brush. This is a small chisel cheek brush to apply. So we're just going to load that up, and at the same time you can take a little bite of your sushi. So when you're actually chewing, honeys, you can actually find the apples of your cheeks, like so. Don't worry if you do a little mistake, you can always just blend over the same powder as before, and that will just soften that blusher up. You don't want to be too rosy. Okay, so we're going to go straight onto lips, and we can do this, it's really easy because I'm going to be using my Posietint by Benefit. So this is a lip stain. So basically you can pop this on your lips, pat it in with your finger, and that will put a really pretty stain of a pink colour onto your lip. So it's going to make sure that this is like a nice base for your lipstick to go on, and whilst you're eating it's not going to disturb any of that stain. So even if your lipstick does come off from eating, you've still got that beautiful stain underneath. And now we can take a little bite of our sushi. So straight over the top of that we're going to put our lipstick. And you're probably not going to want to chew this colour. This one is by Beauty UK, and it's in the colour Naughty, which I'm feeling a little bit today. So as you can see, it's really bright, but don't worry, if some of it does come off, you've got that pretty stain underneath. Let's just put a nice base. Now we're going to add a little highlight. This is by Too Faced, and it's called Candlelight, and it's a beautiful pink gold shimmer. And I'm just going to apply this just above the blush with this little fluffy duo fibre brush by Crown. This just puts a really nice little highlight on top of the cheek. And you can also apply some of this down the centre of the nose, tiny little bit onto the brow bone, and some on the Cupid's bow, which just helps to make the lips look a little more pouty. We're nearly there. Okay, so first of all, we're going to curl our eyelashes. These are by Uemura, and they are award-winning eyelash curlers. They fit to your eye beautifully, just like a glove. So we're just going to clamp our eyelashes, ready for the mascara. And this will make your eyes look a little bit more awake. Then we're going to go in lashings of mascara. This is a new one by L'Oreal, and it's called False Lash Flutter. It's a bit of a mouthful. And the bristles on the brush literally flick up like a feline look. So you get a nice flick to the outer corners of the lashes. Again, you probably want to be a bit careful with chewing and adding mascara. This looks going to mainly be about the lips, so we're not going to put too much makeup onto the eye. And the great trick to putting your makeup on whilst eating is to use a straw. That way you're not going to get any makeup come off onto a cup. Okay, honeys, now onto bananas and brows. So we'll just peel our banana ready. Ooh, it's a toughie. It doesn't want to split. Okay, so we're going to take my banana. I'm not really going to add brows with that banana. This is an eyeshadow palette, but I find it perfect for brows, and it's great when products double up and do two different things. So I'm going to be using this colour here, and this is in the colour Mink Stole, so it's a perfect brown colour for my brows. So we're going to take an angle brush and a bite of our banana, and I'm just going to lightly fill in the brow in little short, sharp lines, just to create a little bit of a hair. And bananas are great for eating whilst doing your makeup, because you can literally just hold it like this and take a little bite every now and again. It's not too fiddly. So just filling in the brows like so. Last thing left to do, honeys, is to do a little bit of chiseling the cheek. It's just going to give a little bit of definition to the face and make it look a little more slenderised, because after you've eaten your snack, you're going to want to look a little skinnier. This is the Laura Geller Sculpting Powder, and we're going to use this dark colour here. You can use any dark colour. Another one of my favourites is the Benefit Hoola. So any dark face powder or bronzer. And we're just going to smash our brush like so, and we're just going to suck in our cheekbones. So a great tip for sucking your cheekbones is to suck on a little drink, and you can find your cheekbones. And that's where you're going to apply your darker shadow, just to put a little bit of definition onto the cheek. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this challenge. It was a lot trickier than what I expected, but I hope all my little tips and tricks can help you do your makeup whilst eating. Don't forget you can subscribe to this channel, and also check the description bar, honeys, because all the products I use will be listed down below in the little box. So don't forget, if there's a challenge you'd like to set me, comment below this video, and we'll see you next Monday for another challenge set by you. Bye, honeys.